The topic today is actually your words, your world, but it's also your thoughts, your world. We're coming from the perspective of your inner person. You know, things from the past, not about any exterior, not necessarily about any exterior things, but more interior and what you can do for yourself to gain more inner peace and to kind of be, you know, have a more positive way of doing things. So I am going to start sharing the screen here. Okay, can you all see my screen? Now, hold on a second, there we go. All right, so here's a quote from Henry Ford. This is, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Do either one of you, Grace or the other person, want to, or Carol, want to comment on that and to say what you think it might be, what it means to you?
If you think you can do it, you can definitely make that happen. But if you already think you cannot do it, it won't happen.
Right. Yep, that's very good, and you're right. It's you put your words into your mind, and the words come out as a boomerang into your thoughts and your actions. Carol, I think you were going to say something too.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing to say. Yes.
Okay, good.
Good,
yeah. So it's more about whether, you know, it's about the thoughts and the words that you put in your mouth and in your mind that come out. And, you know, so you say, you know, this is too hard, this is too difficult, I won't cap this year, or I won't get this listing. You're right, you won't. But if you put the right words in your mind, you will absolutely get what you are looking for. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to start off another one here. Can you all see that? It says carefully. This is Mahatma Gandhi, and I have a couple of these from him. Obviously, one of the great thought leaders of the world. He says, carefully watch your thoughts, for they become your words. Manage and watch your words, because they will become your actions. Consider and judge your actions, for they have become your habits. Acknowledge and watch your habits, for they shall become your values. Understand and embrace your values, for they become your destiny. So what we have here is carefully watch your thoughts, because they become your destiny. Have you had any experiences in your lives where that is actually true? Or what do you think about this one? When you think something and you say something, it becomes part of it becomes part of what is going to happen to you. So if you wake up in the morning saying, oh, I'm going to have a lousy day, when thinking you're going to have a lousy day, and you get up and you start moaning and groaning, I'm going to have a lousy day. Well, that's what's going to happen. But if you wake up in the morning and you say, this is going to be a great day, I'm going to be very productive, and I'm going to get a lot of things done. I'm going to get these listings, I'm going to get these buyers in contract. Whatever you say, that will happen. And the reason is also because you have these words are boomerangs. So what you say comes back to you in terms of what is going to happen. All right. The other one that I have here, now, can people see this? Can you see this, Carol?
I'm
Actually, it's the
just
wrong.
looking at the Henry Ford quote.
Oh, you're only seeing the Henry Ford quote. Oh, all right.
Yes,
All right, so then I got to stop share, and I gotta. Can you see that?
yes.
Okay. So, oh, I think EJ left us. Hopefully she'll come back. This is the quote that I was just mentioning here. Carefully watch your thoughts, for they become your words. Manage and watch your words, for they will become your actions. Consider and judge your actions, for they have become your habits. And acknowledge and watch your habits, for they shall become your values. Understand and embrace your values, because they become your destiny. This is kind of where I made the connection here. Carefully watch your thoughts, for they become your destiny. What you think will happen. So
I think you attract everything with your mind.
that you what? You do,
Attract,
absolutely.
yes.
You attract everything with your mind. And so you wake up in the morning and you do a stretch and you say, today is going to be a great day. Well, it will be a great day. Or if you say something like, today is going to be an awful day, well, so shall it be. It's what you declare in your thoughts and in your words that become your destiny. You know, for some people, let's say, like, for example, people growing up, I'm sure those of you out there that are watching on Facebook also know this very well. When you grow up, people put thoughts in your minds. So as you're growing up, parents, friends, relatives, whatever, that you can do it, you can't do it, you should do it, you shouldn't do this, you can't do that. Well, those thoughts then become, and those words go into our thoughts and become our destiny. And so if you carefully watch your thoughts and understand that you're having this cycle of negativity and change it into positivity, that then you then have a much better life. You have a much better destiny because you're more positive. Okay. Now, I'm going to see if I can find. So, Carol, how long have you been in the business?
I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, I got my license in February, middle of February.
Wow. So you're fairly new.
Yes,
That's great.
yes.
How are you? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, how are you finding things so far in terms of being able to do things and kind of having a positive mindset?
Oh, a new journey. All this real estate thing is wonderful. Let me tell you, it's wonderful. I didn't dedicate that much time on it, like I said to you in the morning, but I love it. Every time I have the opportunity to watch a webinar, to watch a video, I really enjoy it because it's new me. After February 15, I start thinking differently. Everything is like a wash brain I have
Yeah.
before and after. And I'm in the process. I have to get used to everything is very different and I like it. I like it.
And what did you do before?
I used to sell furniture.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's great.
Yes.
So you already
And
kind of have that background and know that, know that a positive mindset can keep you going during the day and, throughout the month and the year.
yes.
You know, and that, in that also, in real estate, same thing, it's keeping a positive mindset and keeping a positive and watching your thoughts and what you say to yourself is very important, because that will keep you going, especially in times of, when you're really stressed out about something. You know, you can think about things in different ways.
Yes. Positive, very positive. You have to be very positive,
Oh yeah,
especially on these times during pandemic. You have to be positive. There is no other way you can make it.
right. I'm a guy big on quotes. And so there's a lot of things in here. So another Mahatma Gandhi quote, a man or a woman is but a product of his thoughts, what he thinks he becomes. That was again another Gandhi quote. What we're talking about here is, as we mentioned before, it's kind of a different way of saying it. When you say something, you become something. When you make a declaration, you know, and so they say, you know, if someone says, oh, I am sick, I'll never get well. I will, you know, I'm feeling down, feeling sluggish. And so what happens is you walk around that day, you feel sluggish. I am the host now. Thank you. Okay. So, and as I mentioned, you know, when you have your words and your thoughts, they boomerang. So if you say to yourself, I am a great salesperson, I am the number one salesperson, you know, or it's very hard to cap. I'll never cap. I'll never get the life I want. Well, that's what's going to happen. You know, and sometimes it's hard because also, again, as I said, you know, a lot of people put thoughts in your head as saying, no, you're not going to be able to do it. Well, that's what happens. You've got to change your thoughts, because what you think you will become. I'm a wonderful person. I have a lot to give. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I know people out there will trust in me to help them with their home sales. I know that I want to say Carol, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Carol is, even though she's starting her business, she's going to be an absolute. She's going to be the number one salesperson in her office.
Oh, amen.
And you know, so that's the kind of thing that you know we need to think about, and with the words that we need to put ourselves. We get up in the morning, it's called affirmations, and affirmations could be anything basic. You know, obviously to say, I will have a productive day, to I will get 3 listings today, or I'm going on 3 appointments, and all those people will sign the contract with me. Right? Oh, so it's just the 2 of us. So Carol, have you had any, we're talking about affirmations, and talk about affirmations and kind of what you think. Do you have any affirmations that you use, or things that you say to yourself every day that start your day in a positive way?
Yes. Every time I wake up, I'm grateful for everything I have.
Excellent. That's excellent. So you start off with gratitude, and that's important. What are you
Yes.
grateful for that you have? What are you
Yes.
grateful for that you will have?
Yes.
And what are the grateful things for your life, you know, and what are the things in your life that you're grateful for? So you said that your health, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have a family?
Yes, I have a husband, I have 3 kids, and I have a business, and I'm very thankful for it every single day. When I wake up, my kids are healthy. They are my reason for everything
Wow.
we do. Yes, I'm very blessed to have them because they changed my life. The 3 of them changed my life, my thoughts. I know sometimes life get complicated, but as soon as I see them, everything goes away.
That's great. So it's once you see them, it automatically triggers this gratitude and this very positive aspect of your life that you have, and it makes you feel better. It makes you feel good. Like everything is good in the day.
Yes, for them, yes. I have to be good. Yes, absolutely.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And the other thing that I'm also thinking this as well, this is a man is but a product of what he thinks and what he thinks becomes. One of the things that people try to do is they try to save other people, or they try to put positivity in their lives when they themselves need to change the way they're thinking as well. My phrase, I always say, stop trying to save the world and save yourself first. And that's also key, because if you can't save yourself first, if you don't have the positivity
Absolutely.
in your life, you can't give that to other people who you come across. Carol, I'm going to use your example as well. You seem to be a very positive person, very, with lots of gratitude and a great outlook on life. And that obviously, shows to your kids and to your husband and to your family at large.
Yes.
And it makes it a very positive, makes your life very positive, but the lives of others around you as well.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. And with a lot of people, we talk about also in negativity. Sometimes we do have negativity in our lives, but if we can change that to become a more positive outlook, which is great, which is what I've actually when I do the Wednesday morning calls, because I do my Wednesday morning mindset.
Oh,
And
yeah.
one of the
Oh,
things
good
that
to know.
was that?
Good to know. I didn't know. Good to know.
Yeah, we have there's the morning mindset calls every day, Monday through Friday, and David Radney heads it up, and he does 2 days, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Ron does Mondays and Fridays, and I do Wednesdays, and we all have different topics we talk about. So it's from business and buyers and sellers and mindset. So I encourage you every morning to join the morning mindset call. I will send you the link to it, or we'll somehow get you the link to it. And
Okay, that's great. I
make
send
sure,
you my email.
yeah, that would be great. All right. You know
I
what you
send
can
you my
do?
email.
Do you have? I'm going to see if there's a chat there. Okay. Yep. You put it in the chat room,
Okay.
and I will make sure that you get that link. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me
You
just write
got
this
it.
down. Okay, and I'll send a note, and we'll get you in there.
Thank you.
Okay. Which office are you in?
Rutherford.
On Rutherford. Okay. I don't know if you get a daily email or daily text.
Yes, 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 I do.
Okay.
By
So you
Kevin.
should have the morning mindset call link on your text that comes in. If not, we'll make sure that you get in.
No, I get it. Yes, every day. Kevin
Okay,
sent
great.
it to me. Kevin
Great.
sent it to me.
Yep. And then also get on also you can get on the did I stop sharing? I guess I did. Also get on the morning mindset app, WhatsApp page. So we'll get you on there too. All right.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Because it's really great. So now what I want to do is we kind of talked about, obviously, changing your thoughts, going from negativity to positivity. And there's a quote here, and Carol, this is something I'm gonna go back here. This is something that comes from a class that we had called Bold. All right, and Bold stands for Business Objective Life by Design. And there are several bold laws which are kind of rules the way we run our lives. And this is one of them. You change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. So you can have something negative
Yes.
happen, but there may be something positive that comes out of it.
And the attitude that you take it. Yes.
I'm sorry?
And the attitude, the how you take it. You have to
Right.
put up. Yes.
Yep. So for example, I mean, are you a person of faith?
Yes.
So the phrase, when God closes one door, another door opens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. It's just like that. Always happens for a reason.
Yep. And so that's, so for example, you lose on a listing opportunity. It's not the end of the world, because there's something else on the other side.
Better coming in.
Something absolutely better comes along. And so, you come in with, you come in and you see that there's, you as you probably said, you walk into the house, or you walk in and you see your family, and your whole world just changes right then and there. There's nothing that matters, but there's your family. You're grateful for your family, and you're grateful to have your husband and your kids in your life.
Yes.
And I am too. I am grateful for my family. I will say, I am single, but I'm very grateful for having my family in my life.
They are very important.
Yep.
Very, very important.
Now, one of the things that we also talked about, and I'm going to kind of go on here, is actually, let me see if I can pull this up here. Oh yeah. So one of the things we need to do is, how do we kind of take some of the, let's say, the negativity that comes around, and turn your life around. Let's say if somebody, like for example, this here is from Drake. Sometimes you have to erase the messages, delete the numbers, and move on. You don't have to forget who that person was to you, but you do have to accept that they aren't that person anymore. So if you have, someone in your life, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a friend, or, even somebody that you liked or respected, and that person has kind of changed on you and have become a different kind of force in your life, and it's a negative force, how you do, what do you do to kind of bring back the positivity in your life? And sometimes you just unfortunately need to say goodbye, or need to change what you do, and maybe not include that person anymore, so that you can actually be happy, that you can actually keep the positivity and focus on the things that are more important in your life, and move yourself forward, and that type of thing. So again, some people are in very are not very good relationships, very destructive relationships, but sometimes people can't get out of them, and they feel they can't, because they are trapped. you know, and it's sometimes it's harder to do. And, you know, it's not an easy thing to get out of a hard relationship. Sometimes, you know, you know, when people do it, they can move forward in their own minds and keep their own positivity. Now, one of the other things we're going to talk about is those are some of you watching on Facebook will know that I do follow Joel Osteen. And I have several of his books. And one of the books that I have is a book called The Power of I Am. And what does that mean? These are declarations and affirmations of who you are for yourself and what you feel you are. I am powerful. I am blessed. I am you know, I am successful. You know, and all these words that you talk about yourself and you say about yourself that give you that more positive outlook. So instead of saying, you know, I am weak, I can't do this, I'm not going to be successful this year, I'm not going to cap this year, what you're going to say to yourself is, I am successful. And notice, by the way, that I did this with my thumbs. It's called an anchor. And when you anchor it, it makes it even more powerful inside your mind and your spirit, because your mind and your spirit know that you're talking to that you're talking to talking to yourself. Hi, Dorothy, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. So one of the things that we do is these affirmations is I am and I declare. So going back to Carol, what kinds of things can you say about yourself that make a declaration about yourself that has a positive mindset for you? And we can actually go to Dorothy too. Dorothy, we're talking about your thoughts and your thoughts in your world. All right. What, and we're going on to back to affirmations. We've talked about, you know, a lot of
I'm
other
sorry.
things.
I'm sorry to interrupt
okay.
you. I know you were talking to me, but I had a phone call.
It's
I'm
okay.
so sorry.
No, that's no problem. You know, look, there's only a couple of us. We'll always come back to you. So, you know, I'm thrilled to come back to you. So that's perfectly fine. Dorothy, so what kind of things can you declare about yourself that are positive that will help you push you forward?
I can declare that I'm determined to meet my goals. I can declare that that I guess I have enough experience in enough areas that will enhance the opportunity and the final
Okay.
results. And just that I have a dream that I'm willing to commit to do what's necessary.
And what is that dream?
Well, I want to interact with people and change lives,
Okay.
whether it's finding their dream home, enhancing their lives by putting them in their dream home, because it is major when you're in a great spot.
Sure, absolutely. And so you are a dream changer. You're a life changer and a dream chaser.
Yes.
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 For
Mhm.
other people.
Yes. Enhance their lives, and they don't even know they can, and they have no clue how. So
Right.
it's nice to have resources.
Right. And it's something that you become that person for them, right?
Yes.
And what about in your personal life? What kind of things can you declare about yourself, and either start, like when the affirmation, you start with you know, I am or I declare. What kind of
Well,
things that will put some thoughts into your mind and be positive?
Well, I am striving for time management, um, financial security,
Mhm.
and the opportunity to take vacation at will,
Okay.
because most jobs are virtual, so you can do your job on the go. And I declare that I strive to keep God in my corner, and I know that He will enable me to meet my highest goals, and to avoid negative situations, especially those that arise from within. A
Excellent.
lot of our problems stem from how we see the world. We become a part of the world rather than separating ourselves from the world.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to go back to one of the quotes here. I'm going to share this quote again. This is from a class called Bold. And where am I here? Change the way you look at things, and things you look at change.
That's right. It's
Right?
amazing.
Yep, yep.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you've experienced different things where you look at it one way and all of a sudden you could be right away, or it could be several years from then, you look at it and go, it's not the way I saw it, or it's not the way I
Right.
see it now.
Right. And a lot of times you're surprised that what you had dreamed up or what you had planned to accomplish, you actually did, and you don't even realize it when it happens. It just
Right.
happens if you continue down that road, if you're persistent.
And I'm going to share another one with you here. Zig Ziglar
Right.
was positive thinking will let you do everything better than negative thinking will.
That's right.
Right? You see that
Absolutely.
rainbow here in the yellow lined road, the yellow brick road, but the yellow lined road.
Right.
Positive thinking will let you go down that rainbow. It may not be an easy trip because you're running into negativity, but you keep your mindset positive and keep everybody away from from the negativity. You're going to reach your goal, and you're going to be who you desire to be.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, there are not a lot of people who can do it, but the ones who can, they're the ones you hear about. They're the ones you read about.
That's right.
We have the blueprint.
We have the blueprint, and sometimes we need to look at the blueprint, and sometimes we need to change that blueprint depending on
Yeah.
what we're doing. What I started out with here, I'll share with you. I think we're gonna stop. Oh no, I got it here. Yeah. Was a quote from Henry Ford.
Whether you think you can. You're right. That's right.
Yep. What does that mean to you?
That means it all starts in the mind.
Mhm.
And if you think positive and you dream, you can't be greater than your dream. So you have to think you can in order to accomplish anything.
Right. And what this basically says is, whether you're positive or negative in your thinking, it's what's going to happen too. I mean, what you said as well too. It's your thoughts and your words are boomerangs. And you can make a declaration. I can take my business to heights that I've never seen before.
That's right.
Or I'm not going to be able to do more than 2 or 3 transactions this year.
There you
Well,
go.
guess what? You're right. Right? You're
Yeah.
making that declaration. And that declaration becomes your world.
Watch those words.
Yep. And and I'm going to go back to this quote here. From, matter of fact, you kind of said it right. You see it?
Gandhi.
By Mahatma Gandhi. Carefully watch your thoughts, for they become your words.
Mhm.
Manage and watch your words, for they will become your actions.
That's right.
Consider and judge your actions, for they will become your habits. Acknowledge and watch your habits, for they shall become your values. Understand and embrace your values, before they become your destiny. So he's saying, carefully watch your thoughts, for they
That's beautiful.
become your destiny.
Destiny. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, and then you have the subconscious and the conscious. So you
That's
have
right.
to always watch what you feed that subconscious, because it really rules everything.
Yep,
You go
that's
nowhere.
right.
Scary.
It's a really scary thought.
Mhm.
As I said to Carol, going back a while ago, it's saying, well, you can wake up in the morning and say, this is going to be a great day. I'm going to be very productive. Or you can get up out of bed and go, oh, I don't want
That's
to
right.
be here. I don't want to get out of bed today. Well, don't get out of bed, and then don't be who you are going to be.
That's right.
We all have those days too.
Well, we have little cures, right? There are certain practices we have to put into practice every day.
Oh,
One of
yeah.
them is affirmations. The other one is mindful habits, breathing.
Mhm.
There are a lot of things. Exercise for a reason.
Oh, that's
Definitely
right. Yep.
Self-talk.
Self-talk. Yep. Hmm. Do you have any, what are your daily routines? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to say if you don't want to.
No, I'm fine. I do make prayer a part of my daily habit. So I had one of those days, which is very rare, that I woke up and I was like, oh, that kind of thing. I never say that. But when
Right.
my dogs were sick, so he was sick, one dog. So every 2 hours I was up and I was
Wow.
already exhausted. So I woke up my usual 5 o'clock, because I'm determined to do what I need to do. And I started praying, and I made sure I went through a number of prayers that we know, Psalms and all. And I
Mhm.
started feeling better. Sometimes I'll listen to a book. There are certain, I do Audible because it's easy, because you can multitask.
Right.
Like Joe Dispenza, he's really great with, the mind, the control, how you can control your mind for your final outcome. And I might I definitely start with prayer. I will definitely tune into a book. I will definitely take time out to meditate, because I think you have to control your mind and where it goes.
Mhm.
And we have to admit it, we are so easily influenced by our outside environment and by the people around us. So we really have to be careful who we're with. And then finally, I think it's always important, well, two things: to breathe, because you should always know how to breathe, because you
Yeah.
never know when you're going to need it. And then you should always incorporate some form of exercise
Mhm.
into your morning routine. And your morning routine rules your day. And still, you may fall behind. Still, I had certain things I had opportunity to do today, but I don't care how long I have to work. I'm going
Right.
to get it done. You know,
Good. Yeah.
so
And
it's funny.
all that in the morning kind of helps you drive, especially when you have prayer involved.
Yes,
When you do your morning prayer, you're bringing God into your day,
yes,
and you wake up and you say, and you thank, you use gratitude.
yes. I did that too.
Yep.
I
Yep.
had to do it. I must have done about 20 of them. I couldn't stop talking
Wow.
about what I was grateful for. But it's important to recognize everything, because, I mean, look at today. It's
That's right.
beautiful.
That's right.
It's beautiful.
And it's
So,
nice and warm too.
yes. And we
Yeah.
actually have a spring. So we should really be grateful. That's a rebirth. So it shows in us as well. The
Excellent.
rebirth.
That's right. That's right. And then it does show, and it does show in yourselves and in us, because we have a bright sunny day, and everything's going to be good.
That's right.
Yeah. So, any other thoughts? I mean, I'm sorry, you know, I know that you came in a little bit, we'll try to get, but no, I mean, it's any other thoughts that you had on this, or?
Let's see. Well, I think that, it's important to set your goals,
Mhm.
as often as possible. If you can revisit, you need to revisit them twice a day.
Right.
You need to set your goals by reviewing them every week to see what you accomplished and revise. You
Mhm.
should be in a process of revision. And finally, you want to create that some type of dream board so that it's in your face daily and you're looking at it the same amount of times that you're looking at your goals. And I have
Okay.
not yet created one for my new career, which is real estate. Everything's happening so fast, but I can't wait. I'm very excited about it. But I have created the affirmations. I started that,
Good.
and you just need to keep adding on because that's your
Well,
path. That's what you're creating, a path.
yep, absolutely. What was your old career?
Wellness, and I still incorporate
Oh,
that into this as I meet people. It'll
yeah.
be, very helpful, but it's all about bringing health to people, whether it's to doctors for their patients or just the average individual outside, which came in handy during COVID for
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's great.
And
Yeah, no,
you're-
your background really will come in very handy.
Yeah, that and my legal.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of legal
You
years.
were a law, were you
A legal specialist, a paralegal
paralegal?
specialist.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I wrote contracts for Century 21 when I was at
Hmm.
Realogy for 3 years.
Wow.
So, but basically a corporate background, but some real estate working in the law firms. But it'll be interesting to see how everything pulls itself together. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to readjust to a new environment. So
Yeah, right.
this is
Now
a
you're
great,
in the real estate sales
I'm
field
very
rather than the
excited.
corporate.
Yes, I want to be out. I want to be out in the open. Right now I'm in my backyard and I'm tuning into things and trying to get up to speed and get my memberships together. So
Yeah.
maybe next week I can talk like everyone else. But I do have one listing that I have to get up to speed because I don't have any ability to do anything yet. So I'm brand
Mhm.
spanking new. So it'll be interesting.
Which office are you with?
Richwood,
Oh, okay, great. Welcome.
thank you. I'm very
Welcome.
excited.
Yeah. It'll be it'll be a great journey for you, and everything will come together very soon.
Yeah, it's just very hard the first day when you see all these. I mean, it's been almost a week, but I'm also, believe it or not, I'm also a loan signing agent, so I understand the process and notary. So I was
Yeah.
trying to do everything, and now I'm just trying to readjust my time because you can't do everything. I
Right.
have to learn this, and then I can go back to that.
Yeah.
It's very strange. Life is strange, but sometimes you have to put a pause on something to get you aligned with your new purpose. So.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And it'll come in time. It'll probably come. Most likely come quicker for you, but you're going to
Yeah,
soar.
I'm gonna work. I have
Yeah.
to, because I feel lost. I hate feeling lost.
Well, you know what? You can't be found unless you're lost.
That's right. And you can't win unless you fail.
Right. And what Gary Keller calls it failing forward.
That's right.
If you fail, if you fail on your own and you learn from what you failed on,
Right. That's
you've
right.
actually made progress.
That's right. People don't understand that.
Yeah. And it's sometimes it's hard for people to, you're right. It's sometimes hard for people to understand,
Hmm.
about failing forward because they don't want to try it because they just don't want to fail. Well, they
Right.
have to fail in order to be better.
Yeah, I had to learn that the hard way. You want to fail, do whatever it takes. Just get out there and do it. That's what I
Right.
had to learn.
And in your transactions, it's going to happen too.
That's right.
You're going to fail in the transactions. What happened? What went wrong, or what could we have been done differently?
That's right.
And
Well, I
then,
listened to Grant Cardone, and he talks about, if you do fail, take yourself and edge out some time, revisit that,
Yep.
and figure out that language. Where did you go wrong? Where could you have improved? What else could you have said? Think it through.
well,
And that's what you need to do. And we don't realize that. We get this terrible feeling in the pit of our stomach, and then that's it. There goes the
right.
subconscious, and we want we want to run from the situation, but you need to run towards it, and you need to work on it. And that's the beauty.
That's it. That's it. You just need to be positive and keep moving forward.
That's it.
All right, it is about 10:05. I think we're going to kind of wrap this up a little bit. Dorothy, thank you for coming.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having it.
Oh, my pleasure. And so everybody join us on the morning mindset calls every day, Monday to Friday. And learn different things. I do the Wednesday call, and I do mindset. So we have David Radney, who heads this up, and he does Tuesdays and Thursdays. And Ron Lagashi talks about buyers and a lot of other things on Monday and Friday. All right.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.